Hey guys, this is going to be my last video response on this subject. I don't want to contemplate this anymore. It's getting old, as you would probably agree with me. As far as the first part of your video, you took 5 statements that roughly sum up the beliefs of a naive realist and attempted to present them as 5 questions to be answered either yes, making me a naive realist, or no, in which case I would be agreeing with your ideas. Just to let you know, and I don't think you did this on purpose, that's what's called a false dichotomy, in which either I see things your way or I'm a naive realist. And now that I've viewed more of your videos, I've realized that on multiple occasions you either set up false dichotomies, introduce straw man arguments, misleading or by misrepresenting or generalizing the multitude of different views in both theism and atheism, claim to have knowledge that you have not yet supported empirically or epistemologically, and you've been shown this several times by different individuals, and it is only now that you say that your ideas are just ideas and you don't know better than anyone else. In fact, in your very first video, you state, and I quote, "We don't think we're completely right. We just think we're more right than you." There are only 2 other places that I could find that you stated something to the effect that we do not know everything and or we could be wrong. But only after you present your ideas as truth, as the truth, at which point your disclaimer becomes a challenge to prove that your truth claim is wrong. The fact that neither I nor anyone else can disprove your theory does not make the theory you've presented correct by default. There are different interpretations of the results of the double slit experiment, which was really cool, by the way, thank you, that arrive at contradictory and equally valid conclusions. For this reason, the double slit experiment is ultimately useless as empirical evidence, or is it any kind of evidence for your claim that we are just parts of one consciousness. This is why Agnostic News wanted to know your epistemological reasoning behind your truth claims. I realize now that I should have been much more clear about this, that you cannot make your ideas into truth claims as you have without eviscerating the word exist, because you cannot provide any empirical evidence or epistemological reasoning to back it up. Just like a religious fundamentalist's claim that their God exists. You cannot prove or disprove the existence of God, but that does not make the claim that God exists correct by default. Your truth claim that you make is what eviscerates the word exist, not the idea itself. I don't make any claims except that no one knows the why of quantum physics, which, to the best of my knowledge, is true. Perhaps someone does. I don't know. Since you are making the claim, the burden of proof is on you to provide supporting empirical evidence or epistemological reasoning that can be used to prove that your idea is the truth. And honestly, I hope someday that you can. My perceived hostility toward you is not about your ideas. It's about the way you present them. I don't have a problem with your ideas. I like your ideas. They're very interesting. And I completely understand the justification for the reason that you think that way. I don't agree with them because you still haven't provided any evidence for them. Any conclusive evidence for them. What I do have a problem with is that you've presented those ideas as the truth. That's all. Peace, guys.